The ABN Group has built over 65,000 homes across Australia and employs over 1,500 staff with an annual turnover in excess of $1 billion a year. The company builds residential houses and commercial properties. It was originally started by two bricklayers in 1978, one of whom is still in control of the company in Perth, but has now been joined by a more junior partner who manages the Melbourne office. The ABN Group is Australia's largest privately held residential building company. The group now includes over 20 companies building homes for first home buyers through to high-end single-storey and double-storey residences, sprawling homes and medium-density living townhouses. The group also includes a home improvements company, together with associated companies providing roofing, ceilings, concreting, plumbing, kitchen and bathroom cabinetry, finance and land developments. They've won multiple awards across numerous categories for their excellence in every aspect of building and customer service. The company is based primarily in Perth, Western Australia, but they've also developed companies in Bunbury, southwest of Perth, and 7 years ago they began two companies in Melbourne currently located at Docklands. The company saw that culture was a key to recruiting and maintaining good staff and wanted to become an employer of choice, especially within the construction industry where cultures are often somewhat toxic and difficult. They also recognised that a sustainable and competitive future relied on growing good leaders. To do this, they knew that a positive culture, along with creating a coaching culture, was integral to both staff engagement and staff retention. Senior executive staff, who had already experienced coaching themselves, understood the value it could bring to an organisation in growing its people as well as its leaders. The executive group therefore decided to request a proposal from their current leadership coach, Dr. Darryl Cross, to train executives and managers. Since Dr. Cross had been coaching leaders within the ABN Group for a number of years in both Perth and Melbourne, he was the perfect choice to design this groundbreaking initiative. With this initiative, the ABN Group set the agenda for the construction industry in coaching senior executives and leadership. The High Performance Coaching Program was devised by Dr. Darryl Cross from Crossways Consulting based in Adelaide, South Australia. Dr. Cross is both a clinical and organisational psychologist, as well as being an accredited executive and personal coach. Tailored specifically for the ABN Group, this 12-month multi-dimensional coaching program saw more than 50 staff trained over 3 years, from 2014 through to 2016. The goals for the High Performance Coaching Program were to create a high-performance coaching culture in the organisation, fast-track the development of ABN coaching skills, assist in the leader development program, provide an ongoing role model and coaching support for staff in general, provide the impetus for training and develop effective communication skills, assist in staff engagement and retention, and become an employer of choice. The learning process was multifaceted and based on adult learning principles involving awareness and action. It employed reflection across various domains including diagnostics, quizzes, case studies and classroom didactic input. This was followed by exercises in groups, pairs or triads, coaching demonstrations, role plays, videotaping of coaching performances and personal supervision. To ensure a high level of accountability throughout the course, multiple evaluations were conducted across 5 different sources, including the participant themselves, that is, their own self-reporting of their performances, peer ratings of each other, confidential coachees ratings from the participant's own company, senior coach ratings, facilitator trainer evaluation, and managers or supervisors ratings of the coaches. The evaluations used a range of instruments and assessments. To sustain the coaching program after the 12-month course, there was a follow-up 1-day course in February of the following year. Furthermore, in order to maintain the integrity of the program and the continued quality of the coaching, there were 2 further training interventions. These included professional development days and a buddy system where participants reviewed each other's coaching videos, providing peer feedback and support to each other, together with feedback from the course facilitator. The results from the program have been outstanding. Firstly, those involved have testified to significant personal changes at work, improving their ability to grow their people, communicate more effectively, and engage and manage more difficult conversations, as well as enhancing morale and general confidence.
Just listening to the employees, really understanding them better, and then helping them to come up with their own solutions rather than just telling them what I think.
It's just the way that we're now able to work with our employees, and it's a much deeper relationship that we've got in being able to take them on their journey. And I think in releasing their potential, it actually takes the business to a far greater level than what it ever could just by the old style mentoring and managing.
And we're actually having discussions that wouldn't have taken place without the coaching program.
Secondly, participants reported significant changes beyond the workplace, especially with their family, with whom they are able to communicate more effectively and enjoy greatly improved relationships.
Personally, it sort of taught me a lot of lessons about being a parent and understanding listening. I have actually gained some terrific skills through the course that has enabled me to be a much better person myself, and even into my life with my wife and my children.
Thirdly, changes occurred within the business, with more effective communication not only internally amongst each other, but more particularly with clients who felt listened to and had their needs met in a quicker and more satisfying way.
The staff that are client-facing are not only better prepared and more client-focused than they were before because of their understanding of the importance of listening.
So from a customer service point of view, we feel as one with our client at a much greater level than we did prior to the coaching culture emerging in the business.
Finally, over the 3-year period, the coaching program has brought about a significant change in the culture of the organisation, which, although positive in the first instance, has now moved to a coaching culture, which is evidenced by enhanced communication, staff engagement, staff retention and leadership development.
I think it's changed our culture. I think prior to, we thought we had a coaching culture. We definitely had a nurturing culture. We've always had that mentoring culture. But I think we now have this coaching culture, which for us is so much more independent. I think the mentoring thing, or what we had before, relied on individuals, and I think our culture now has a life of its own. The people that we have coached are now coaching their staff, so it's become independent of any given individual.
There's no doubt it's changed the culture from a just get it done, task orientated culture. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's what it is, and that's what it's been. The culture now is get it done with, that reason and meaning, that development, that human interest, that human growth.
Even for our staff, it's taken us to another level, that we're serious about their development. We can assist them in their development, and we're driven to be better as a culture overall.
I think it's led to a more open culture and a more trusting one.
Culture-wise, huge for our business.
A survey on the effectiveness of coaching across the ABN Group showed that 92% of coachees and 70% of their managers agreed or strongly agreed that coaching had enhanced their performance at work. 83% of coachees agreed or strongly agreed that they were consistently achieving their coaching goals. And 64% of coachees believed that as a result of coaching, they had a stronger desire to stay working within the ABN Group. Let's hear from some of the executive leadership at the ABN Group.
As a consequence of the program, I think some of the results we've seen have been around the fact that we're having far deeper, more meaningful conversations, and we're treating the cause of most situations rather than the symptoms, and that's been really good. It means that we're not being superficial in our interactions amongst each other. It's actually some really good depth to it, and that's been really important.
The business ramifications, that is the bottom line impact of the coaching course, has been quite extraordinary. It's an outstanding and an exponential benefit to the business.
We have lifted the ability of our people, their skill sets, their ability to meet the need, their ability to listen, the ability to empathise. Soft skills are a massive part of what we've embarked on from our coaching journey. So I think, yes, we build homes, yes, there's bricks and mortar, but ultimately it's the journey and the process with our people has improved tenfold.
Corporate culture across ABN's 20 companies has been enriched and a new generation of leaders nurtured. The high-performance coaching program was innovative in the construction industry and was unheralded in terms of its scope and magnitude. To date, we have not found another company as committed to engaging and embracing a coaching culture as the ABN Group, especially within the building industry.